Welcome to this video going over the HOSA Slack. This is Aditi, the reporter, and I just wanted to go over some of the channels and features of a Slack. First, I just wanted to start off by saying this is how the layout looks on a phone, and it might look a little different on another device. Second, mine looks a little different due to settings I have as a Slack owner. Our first channel is AAI HOSA, which currently isn't being used right now, but it is a channel with all of our members. Next, we have the announcements channel, which is one of the most important to have your notifications on for. This is where I'll send important announcements about upcoming events, reminders, and other information. Here's also where Coach sends out some pretty important announcements, so be sure to read through it. A feature you have in Slack is notifications, and I would have every new message on for this channel. If it does get overwhelming with notifications, you can also look through the pinned messages for the most needed information. We have our competition channel next, and here's where the competition officers send out all the needed information for SLC, testing, and conferences. Be sure to message any of them if you have questions. Speaking of questions, we have our questions channel, which can be used to ask questions you might have, whether it's about chapter meetings or where to go for an event. A cool feature you have is you can press down on any message and press get notified about new replies to be notified if there's an answer to something you have asked more directly. Then we have our resources channel with a lot of links you might need through the year, such as the AAI HOSA website, YouTube, a form to turn in any photos, the Georgia HOSA quick links, the AI HOSA link tree, and the member credit log, so be sure to check it out. Next, we have the volunteering channel where a community service officer sends out events that need volunteers or have a sign-up genius. I would also recommend having notifications on for this channel to be notified of any volunteer opportunities. Lastly, we have the newsletters and calendars channel where you can find weekly calendars which provide an amazing overview of all the events happening in the week in a more easy to read way, so be sure to check it out every Monday morning. We also have our monthly recaps of all the events in a month. On Slack, it's also pretty easy to message someone by pressing this button. I highly recommend you do this to get any questions, concerns addressed by reaching out to an officer if needed, especially if you don't want to publicly ask a question. You can also press on a person's profile picture and press message for a more direct way. Lastly, you have some other icons on the bottom which you can use to see all your DMs, mentions, search, and your profile. Thank you, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to an officer.